Welcome everyone, willkommen towarzysche Genossen und comrades. This time back to Wolfenstein, the not new order. Last time we went into the Eisenwald prison, got our friends out, or at least one friend, it was Wyatt. Wonderful little thingy. And now we're about to kill some Nazis and let's just jump in, right? Yeah, I haven't had a bath in fucking weeks anyway, apparently. How do I can make this from this distance? Open sesame! Come on, Anya. Anya? Wonderful.
I'm so sorry. There was no grate in front of that hatch when I left. I've been in prison for the last 3 months. Oh, I'm so gosh dang stupid. Shouldn't assume things were as I left them. Great job keeping us alive out there, Captain. It's good to be home.
Right. March. October.
Max, oh, feelings mutual, Max.
Put them down, Max. Gently.
Max Haas.
Whoa, stand down. This is Klaus. He's one of us. He was a Nazi before, but he's on our side now.
Where is he, Johnny?
How is this possible? We are in the very center of Berlin. You're hiding in a plain sight.
It's the last place they would look out.
Will they not hear us?
Best to keep your voice down, yeah?
Fuck me. B.J. Blazkowicz. I should have known only you would be dumb enough to do a daytime entry. Glad to have you back, Bart.
Caroline, we're alive.
If you call shitting in a bag living, 3 pulverized vertebrae. You?
Head trauma, 4 inches of cast iron shrapnel right in the conch. Still in there.
Severed colon, septic shock, shattered pelvis.
Memory loss, flashbacks, 13 years in the limbo bin.
Good to see you, Wilbur. So, what can you do?
For your collection, Jay.
Wow, so happy to see you, man.
To
It's been 3 months since they hauled you away. I thought you were dead, actually. Send people off to that prison, and they don't come back, you know? It's a trip. And you brought some new cats with you, actual reinforcements. It's cool, man.
Like it.
I am hearing interesting things out of London. I have a folder marked Project Whisper, but someone has borrowed it. Klaus, I believe it was. Can you find it and bring it to me, would you please, Captain? Now that you are here, I think we can do great things. Why don't you sit with me, Miss Anya? Listen in on these frequencies. Anything out of London, make a note of the time and write down as much as you can. Here is pen and paper.
Can I use your typewriter?
You know how to type.
Yes. My parents thought I should learn.
Ah, for you to take dictation, prescriptions and such.
Und such.
Not really.
You German?
It was useful during my time at the University of London for my doctorate in archaeology. Then the Blitz came and I had to go back home. I was only 16.
So,
Doctor, please, assist me in figuring out what these damn Nazis are up to.
I like her. She respects her family.
You can find Klaus on the 2nd floor. He should have the folder for Project Whisper.
Jay.
Leave me alone, all right? I don't worry. I'm not looking to make friends.
I'm sorry.
Well-maintained workbench, don't they?
The fuck did I do? Oh. I did this. Nice. Oh shit. December 12th. Is this around 6 months or attack? The cold Russian winter bites hard, but one could not tell looking at the rosy smiling faces of the victorious German army and the liberated Russian people. Liberated? The last battle against the Red Army took place in Izhevsk, following the month-long campaign to seize the Russian capital, a campaign which, after numerous setbacks and hundreds of civilian casualties, most likely of the German side, Nazi scum, caused the Russian people to turn against their own army. With nightly bomb raids by the German Air Force on the Red Army's military factories in the Ural region, it was merely a matter of time before the Russian forces would start to lose their morale. The murderous tyrant Joseph Stalin is yet to be found, but there are rumors circulating that he may have been assassinated by his own men. Ah yeah, it's too late for Trotsky. Berlin fought 1947 triumph in the East. It was a devastating defeat for the Red Army when the German flag was raised on the western side of the river Volga this morning. In a statement to our reporter on site, Field Marshal Friedrich Ritter said that the victory is not only thanks to our hard-working and dedicated troops, but also the result of a new weapon that was deployed for the first time in battle. The Panzerhund is a mechanical, autonomous beast of war that cannot feel fear and cannot feel remorse. It is the purest form of killing machine, and it will tear the Russians apart limb by limb. Oh, please not. Royal Air Force down but not beaten. This is actually from London. Liverpool, June 25th, 1945. The Royal Air Force. Shit, it's just 11 days after the attack. The Royal Air Force suffered a major defeat yesterday at the battle over Liverpool, though major losses were reported. On both sides, the RAF were forced to retreat after losing more than 2/3 of their fighters. But even when faced with overwhelming odds, our brave boys in the skies continue to fight for king and country. This fighting spirit may be what constitutes the very essence of Englishness. Us Englishmen, we fight until the very end, said the corner shop owner trying to put out a fire raging inside St. Luke's Church. And I'll be damned if I will let some Jerry come over here and tell us what to do. Was this man channeling the spirit of RAF pilot Jameson? Jameson, who was shot down above Liverpool yesterday, burst out of his burning wreckage, his body on fire and armed only a pistol, and killed 4 German paratroopers before finally succumbing himself. Even as the enemy stands at our doorstep, the RAF will go to hell and back to kick them out of England. Jolly good boys.
It's called a project.
Victory in Asia. Early morning, a special assault team launched an attack on the last stronghold of the People's Liberation Army. This is China. Within hours, the Republic of China surrendered unconditionally. Experts commented that the Japanese government now have no choice but to give up the territory it claims in Asia. Sources close to the field marshal claim that a plan is being drawn up for both China and Japan, which will transition the two countries into servant states with separate governments and military. These states will, of course, be superior governed by the superior German Empire. This is just fucked up. Häftling aus Eisenwald geflogen. Berlin, 13. Oktober. Ah, like I said, October. 13th of October 1960, 13th of October. That was something in the German history, October 13th, but I don't remember it right now. Other morning, a small group of prisoners escaped from Eisenwald prison. The prisoners were described by the police as highly dangerous murderers, rapists, and degenerates. First and last may be true, but not the one in the middle. They've asked the public to stay alert for people displaying deviant behavior and report anything that may help them track down these individuals. Fucking Death's Head. This is fucking Engels. Regime across the Atlantic. Vancouver. 3rd of January 1947. Early this week, a German submarine was sunk in the Cabot Strait just a few miles. Holy shit, this is from Vancouver. Today, hundreds of ships cross a few miles off the coast of Cape North. The first German troops set foot upon Canadian soil. Now it's time to be brave, said the Prime Minister in an emergency radio broadcast. It's now or never. Our boys at front line. Need our support to defend our homeland, to defend our freedom. You sound like Americans. Endlich, British denial that. Oh no, please not. London, June 21st, 1948. As if blessed by the sun, the German flag hung high this morning over Buckingham Palace to mark the end of tyrannical monarchy which has plagued the English people for centuries. Field Marshal Gerolf Feigenbaum, who led the British invasion, cautioned that armed resistance is to be expected, but the majority of the British people will soon realize how they have been fooled by the British government's warmongering leaders. Following the surrender, the whole of the Commonwealth now falls under German rule and the remaining armies have been ordered to stand down. Oh, fuck. Moscow in flames. Stockholm, March 16, 1945. The Red Army were forced to retreat last night from Moscow, engulfed by flames following a week-long German bomb raid. The barrage of mortar fire heard throughout the night and well into early Thursday morning seems to have obliterated what's left of the inner parts of the city. As of yet, there has been no word on the whereabouts of either Joseph Stalin or his high command. Fuck. Yeah, I think this shit's bigger than that. Last night in England. Paris, September 17, 1951. Stalwart resistance of the brave people of London has been quelled, claims sources inside of London. After the August uprising, which had seemed like a turning point for the resistance fight, the German tyrants unleashed the latest machine of oppression, a monstrous thing called the London Monitor. Eyewitness reports described the fight as a massacre, with the cobblestone streets drenched in blood of the brave resistance fighters, crushed or gunned down by the giant machine. German elite combat units then proceeded to move from block to block, systematically taking out the last remnants of freedom fighters. Well, London Bridge has fallen down. Shit. What is this supposed to be? Unterseeboot. Fuck, man. London's down. So I called Super Fran. It's actually mirrored. Super Fran, most likely französische Art. French soup. And I think in this one should be French onion soup.
Max, ich suche schon die ganze Zeit nach dem Hammer. Hast du ihn gesehen?
Make on.
Hello, Klaus. 2 pairs of boots, 3 pairs of boots, 2 helmets. Well, scratch the helmets. 3, 7, 11, 15. Nice hair, dude. He's always ready for combat. He even changed his boots to English ones.
Cat eat your tongue?
Yes, cat ate my tongue.
You know about before going off on you like that's a force of habit.
No worries, Johnny Cowboy. It's not the first time it happens.
Yeah, perhaps you should consider removing them tattoos.
Time. I was, as you Americans say, all wet when I got them. And I'm sorry to say it was a very proud moment in my life. I want removing them to be an even prouder moment. No more Nazis, no more tattoos.
So long as you don't get in the way of me killing Nazis, we'll see eye to eye. Caroline's looking for a document folder, Project Whisper.
Max doesn't speak English very well, but he does know Project Whisper. It's a risky business operation. He knows it will cost us to pull it out. Max doesn't like violence. He doesn't want to see anyone get hurt. Alles in Ordnung, Martin. Wir werden für dich kämpfen.
Caroline said you borrowed the folder. Do you have it here?
I like
Took
it.
it 2 days ago.
Nazi is a
Put
Nazi.
it back. Go to the ground floor. The folder should be in the drawer in a desk in her room, where I left it.
With your head, Max.
Make a looky-loo in Caroline's room. The folder should be inside a desk.
Okay, okay.
Must be Max's room.
Don't say it like that.
What is Max hiding in there? Is that the Project Whisper folder? Either need a crowbar or find a way around.
Max. He likes to play alone. It's sad to see a grown man. Yeah, somebody likes plants. Keep him busy, keep firing. That's right. I'm never going to read this. Not in the original one. Japan pushed back another threat approach. Oh shit. It was a proud moment for the Republic of China and the People's Liberation Army as the Japanese were pushed back into the Hubei province. Yet from the north, another dark menace approaches us with pace. The German army has overthrown the brave Russian Empire. It's now moving towards China. During a rousing speech earlier today, the chairman spoke of his faith in the Chinese people. A unified China cannot be defeated, he said. A unified China cannot be conquered. A unified China will never surrender. America surrenders. Washington, December 24th, 1948. This is actually the real Christmas day in Germany. We celebrate more on December 24th than we celebrate on December 25th. December 24th ist Heiligabend. December 25th ist erster Weihnachtstag. 26th ist zweiter Weihnachtstag. 1948. Speaking to the American people in the falling snow on Christmas Eve, the President of the United States declared the government's total surrender to the German army. The announcement comes just days after the atomic bomb was dropped on New York. This final act of violence may have saved millions of lives that would have resulted from a land invasion of America, said the German leader in a press statement following the announcement. I applaud the president for taking such a great decision. After the president's speech, a spectacular show was put on by the invading troops parading down the streets of Washington, to the roaring sound of German fighter jets passing by overhead. Even more spectacular were the massive mechanical beasts known as Panzerhunden, or armored dogs, hulking over the crowds. Actually, it would be called Panzerhunde, not Panzerhunds or Panzerhunden. This is actually kind of ironic, because this final act may have saved millions of lives but result from land invasion of yada yada yada. It's kind of the same thing the Americans said after dropping the bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So we have a little parallel to this. Atomic bomb hits America, Paris, December 21st, 1948. The largest bomb ever invented was dropped 13 hours ago in New York City, largely decimating Manhattan and killing over 200,000 people. It is an atomic bomb, said our great leader on a radio broadcast speech to the public, 20,000 times more powerful than the biggest bomb ever created before. But more than a bomb, it is a warning to the American people. Wait, our great leaders, so the French people are now writing Hitler as their great leader. Hygiena dotyczy wszystkich hygiene. Hygiene befasst jeden. Hygiene geht jeden an. Hygiene is for everyone or something. Huh. Why is this in Polish? When not long ago. Oh, America rises from the ashes. The American spirit rises in the shed. Dans l'ombre du champignon de produit French. Rises in the shadow of the mushroom-shaped cloud that was produced by Germany's evil atom bomb when it hit New York. Cells of freedom fighters have assembled across the country and are taking up arms through targeted attacks on German VIPs and bombings of crucial military installations. The American resistance is making it very difficult for the invaders to remain in control. Reports claim the German invaders have become so desperate they are shipping elite anti-rebel troop units from China to prevent the insurrection from spreading. Wait, the Chinese are helping them? Why the fuck did I say Chinese like that? Eyewitness accounts also describe mass executions of civilians as punishment for attacks performed by the freedom fighters. Oh shit. Benevolent liberators guard China's border. Thanks Shanghai, October 25th, 1953. Thanks to the ingenuity of German engineers, the Great Wall of China has been reinforced and upgraded by our benevolent German liberators. Hundreds of powerful automatic flak cannons have been installed along the wall, guarding the airspace from any potential invaders from the Mongolian territories. Elite German troops have also been stationed from one end to the other to guard the border. This is a great act of generosity bestowed by our benevolent liberators, symbolically marking the beginning of a new era of peace in Asia. Wait, the Mongolians still haven't succumbed to the Germans? Wow, this is actually quite great. And another thing that actually surprised me is they used the Wall of China? Seriously? You just destroyed a great cultural Wahrheitszeitung. Die absolute Nummer 1 für wahre Nachrichten. America loses naval supremacy. Tokyo, August 20, 1946. The Americans are on their knees, Field Marshal Franz Gustav Byers told the gathered reporters during today's press conference. The superior German submarine fleet, accompanied by its loyal Japanese allies, has helped Germany achieve a major victory in the Pacific, with more than half of the American fleet destroyed at the Battle of Leyte Gulf alone. Yeah. Editorial: German has betrayed us. Oh god, just like the Russians. Rome, October 13th, 1949. And so we must face the bitter truth. We, the Italian people, have been fooled into thinking that our northern ally would be our country's salvation and a collaborator in rebuilding Italy to its former glory. Reports from the north are coming in describing German tanks and infantry turning against our soldiers and attacking our own people. Witnesses describe horrible scenes of whole villages burnt and plundered. We are now just days away from a complete invasion, and our weak government is incapable of doing anything about it. I advise all Italians not to surrender. Do not bow down to the will of the invaders. Rise and take up arms. Do whatever you can to fight back the tyranny. Rise for freedom. This is actually kind of ironic. Terrorgefahr Berlin, October 1960. Oh, this is actually today. On their day. A strange feeling of serenity comes over me as I walk my morning promenade along Unter den Linden. At first I struggle to understand what this feeling comes from and why I haven't felt it for so long, and then it hits me. For the last 6 months, there has been no terrorist activity, no ruthless killing sprees against innocent civilians, no car bombs in peaceful neighborhoods, no suicide attacks on public transport. Has the secret police once and for all won the war against terrorism? Well, a few minutes later he was most likely driven over by a car.
Oh, it's so good to be home, Captain. You know, I think I might need to catch some Z's.
Yeah, take a ride on.
I'll see you when I wake up, okay? There's a lot of Nazis out there we gotta deal with.
Ah, the Nazis, we gotta kill them, that's right. These people we lost. Freedom fighters, most likely in action. Die Käfer. Okay, listen to this to myself. Chongqing, March 7, 1948. It was a proud moment for the Republic of China and the People's Liberation Army as the Japanese were pushed back into Hubei province. Yet from the north, another dark menace approaches with German home. Yeah, we already had this. Yeah, we already had those. What's this? The honorable German peace troops embarked on a nationwide victory too this week. The goal of this operation is to liberate the oppressed American people and protect them from dangerous insurgent elements. However, many American military personnel are advised to stand down, report to the nearest German checkpoint. Once there, they will be issued a labor card assigning them to work on rebuilding the country according to the superior cultural sense of the new regime. Please no. So, tools. Oh, it's a xenomorph. Later. Oh yeah, where's Max? How's his? Oh, Max.
Max, I really need you to step aside. Max, bitte. Geht zur Seite. Das ist wichtig.
Max, komm her!
Das hier ist wichtig.
Alles in
Whatever.
Ordnung. Alles wird gut sein.
This German isn't even that bad, to be honest.
Sorry. I should have known you would have taken it.
Schlaf, Kindlein, schlaf. Der Vater hüt dich scharf. Die Mutter schüttelt's Bäumelein. Da fällt herab ein Träumelein. Schlaf, Kindlein, schlaf. Ah, schläfst du? Schlaf, Kindlein, schlaf.
He takes good care of him. I like it. Make amends for your sins. Make amends for your sins. Doesn't mean much. Worthy to be human. We're humans of our own.
Much obliged, Captain Blazkowicz. Ready for an assignment?
Blazkowicz.
Friends and comrades, this is it. Project Whisper. It's been in development for years. A helicopter aircraft. The Nazis have found a way to make it virtually silent in flight or undetectable by means of radar. Anya has decrypted the Nazi chatter out of London and located the only 3 prototypes in existence at the London Nautica research facilities there. With Captain Blazkowicz on the team, we are finally strong enough to strike at the operations.
I'm sorry.
The days of scurrying like rats are over. With these machines in our possession, we can go anywhere, hit anything. We will rebuild the Kreisau circle, arm ourselves to the hilt. We will rise up and take down Death's head for good. They think the war's over, that we are weak, beaten, don't have the guts to oppose them. And as always, they are wrong.
I've got a 14-hour drive. I've got a sinus infection. I haven't had a full night's sleep in 8 months. So let's go, people. Because I'm not doing this again.
Thank you for doing this, man.
Stop. I just want to get this over with.
What's wrong?
Blondie! Beruhig dich! Komm schon!
Blondie, seriously?
Die Papiere bitte.
Just like a thirst dog. I thought
Danke.
this was right.
Sie können passieren. Herr Hitler!
Oh, Hitler.
How do we doch?
Fucking Nazi twit.
Twit. Oh look, it's a red rocket launcher from Wait.
This big fucking disgrace of a building is the London Nautica. This used to be downtown London. Used to be fighting in the streets over it. I mean, furious, unrelenting resistance.
Oh, machine
Then the Nazis brought in the London Monitor and everything went to shit from there. They just do whatsoever they please now. They just fucking leveled everything and erected this fucking monstrosity. It's a top Nazi research facility, this is. Aviation, space, all kinds of evil shit transpiring. Caroline and the other pilots should be over the radio tower by now, you see it?
Yep.
Anya's operating the radio back in Berlin. You can reach him using this.
Seriously?
This is where you get off.
Why? What's your plan, boy?
So long, Blazkowicz.
So long.
You make this count, all right?
No problem at all. See you later.
Oh no.
Fuck. Well, I think I won't see you later. Good. Well, this would have been something.
Jesus, he's done it, hasn't he? Almost 300 kilos of explosives in that trunk. Could feel the shock wave from over here. It's all up to you now, Blazkowicz. We are moving into position at the top of the radio tower, approximately 7 blocks from your location. You'll have to find a way to the top floor of the Nautica and open the hangar doors. That way me and the other pilots can get inside.
You shitting me? The fucking thing survived. This is just some major ass bullshit. Seriously? Okay. Nicht okay. Can you go over? Die already, Blondie? I don't think this waste of limits, right? Thanks, Blondie. Fuck. Are you done?
William, I'm looking at blueprints of the building. It's a long way to the top.
It's a long way to Tipperary, motherfucker. Air Force Commander. Commanders of Nazi Air Force often coldly paid professional at Vermont because they had the right connection. They had their handguns to try to stay behind the soldiers as much as they can. The radio headset that touched the caps on them to call for backup. Hey, they look a little bit like commissars. The best way to deal with air to take them on before they sound the alarm. Brick, motherfucker. Fuck yes.
Verdammter Mist!
Up ahead is the reception area. I want you to go to the far end of the reception area, through the large doorway, and into the moon dome. You do this right, Polscorp, and Bobby's death will not be in vain.
No sign of the London monitor. We might be okay, assuming we don't crash our hang gliders.
Hang gliders? What the fuck are you guys doing? Where's the way? Where's the way? Where's the way? Wait. There we go. See, I already took this way, but it doesn't look like I took this way. 300. You shit me. Take up the grenades. Seriously. Used my grenade for nothing at all. Nothing at all! The fuck was that? Holy shit. I die. Space taxi to the sky. What is this shit? More shit. Nope. More grenades means more shit to throw. Whatever. What's the grenade? Just reach the grenade at me. Miss. Did you say something? You said something with no munition? Freeze. Ooh, he's a fountain. I see you too, you bastard. Could you please? Hello? That's you. Yeah. Jackass. You look like a misshapen scholar. Ooh, rip out. What's your name? Adam? What's your name? What's your name? Seriously, I don't think that's so fun. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck it. Single balls. Seriously, just fuck yourself up. Go and fucking do your shit. You're a fucking prick. By the way, there was one person down there. There was something down there that I wanted to check. Ring of balls, you're a fucking prick. Why is this up here that you you got them fucking prick. Again. Kinda right, but I still don't like him.
Okay. You put a Nazi on the moon. Fuck you, moon.
I actually think that the Russians won the space race. Sorry, the Soviet Union, because at the end it was a race for the space. It's like a marathon. The Russians reached the space first, had everything in space first, most of it anyway. And then the Americans were like, yeah, we were first at the moon, we won. Yeah, wonderful. You got to the finish line after the Soviets got there. And then you just said, yep. We're going to run another 500 meters. And now, we've got this shit. And then they won. Yeah, the first at the finish, it's not the first at the finish line who wins, but the guy runs 500 meters more.
Inside the moon dome is a door to the maintenance section. Look for a door on the outer wall near to the top of the dome.
You know what? I don't get that. Get the real? Wonderful. I don't. You can see me? Wonderful. I can see you too. Superhumans, what is this? What are you, fucking Superman? Not Superman. Shoot your fucking friend in the fucking bag. That's what the Nazi bastards can do best. Does it count? 1 out of 5. Seriously, I'm going to make one level just for the fucking grenades and got some drones there, but they're all. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Okay, we're going to reach the room dome next time because we're going to start in with a whole Nazi crack and shit. Okay, thank you very much for tuning in again. Well, it's late. Thank you very much for tuning in again. I wish you a very nice way wherever you are. Have a nice day. Keep on smiling. Because it's cold outside and you're never fully dressed with a smile. So keep it on. And, well, keep on ripping. And I see you next time. Thank you, folks. Goodbye.